Starting in the middle of a pandemic has its own challenges, but it reminds me of why I want to be in medicine and why I want to be a physician. I was working at Wake Forest Baptist Hospital in Winston-Salem. I was working as a CNA, a certified nursing assistant on a medical surgery unit. It was interesting to see kind of how physicians handled the whole crisis because everyone didn't know what was happening. We were all trying to make it work as we went, but it was really encouraging to see how physicians did handle the situation in spite of not knowing really what they were getting into. I think that gave me a lot of skills kind of going with the flow and making up things as you go along, because as much as we learn in these 4 years, it's not going to be concrete once we get out into the real world. And I got a firsthand glimpse of that just going through this pandemic in that hospital setting. And so I think it will help me become a more well-rounded physician. The summer after my 8th grade year, my mom was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer at the age of 41, which is really young for colon cancer. She would be basically bedridden with all the chemotherapy that she was going through. Just taking care of her in that aspect made me want to go into medicine, but the driving factor was seeing how the physicians worked with her to make her feel better even in really discouraging times. She still sees a lot of these doctors regularly and they still remember basically everything about her, which I really love. And I knew that I wanted a career in medicine because you could apply all these science principles to actual real human lives and really make a difference. I just love the environment here. After the interview, I called my mom and I was like, you people here are amazing. The faculty is amazing. There's so much support here. Being a Brody Scholar took a huge weight off of my shoulders. I got the call while I was at work, actually, and I started crying. It just means a lot to me because I know that I can go through school without worrying about money and still focus on community service, teaching, other things that I'm really passionate about, and keep pursuing that into my career as a physician.